Have you ever noticed how well built most banks are? So as you're approaching from the outside, the building itself is made of stone. You go into it and everything seems to be over-engineered of the highest quality. I mean, you look at that vault right there and you're like, wow, if there's a tornado, that would probably be the safest place in town. Now, the reason they do this is, you kind of guys I think get it, is that you're going to give them your money because this is the safest place in town. Or is it? I mean, when you think about it, money is something that's transferred via computers, is really much money even here. It's all about the image, gentlemen, and the power signals that are sent. And that's what today's video is about, how you can send power signals with your clothing. Tip number one to signal power with clothing is to wear what you want to wear and to wear it with confidence. In a sense, you are the trendsetter. You are the guy that is going forward, and if other people follow you, cool. If they don't, doesn't matter. You are setting the trend, and first and foremost, you are confident in what you're wearing. Now, let me give you a couple examples because they're a little bit extreme here, but Mark Zuckerberg, what he wears is what he wants to because, hey, he owns the company. He's got enough money that he doesn't have to worry about, ever getting fired or ever wanting for anything. So he wears what's comfortable. And we've talked about his wardrobe before, but I mean, the guy's just got gray shirts and gray hoodies. Let's look at 50 Cent. Here's a guy, totally different industry, and he wears what he wants. He sends the signal he wants because he's always reinventing himself. But you know what? If you work at a company that has no dress code and you decide to wear a bow tie, a really nice shirt, some nice trousers, suspenders, you're really wanting to look, and it's all within the company. Everyone looks at you and says, hey man, tone it down a bit. We're t-shirt and jeans kind of guys. But if you say, you know what? No, this is me. This is how I represent myself, and I perform well when I can dress in a way that I want to. Guys, you are a trendsetter and you're showing power through your clothing. Tip number two to send power signals through clothing is to leverage the power of expensive, of unique, or antique accessories. So these shoes right here, this is a pair of hole cuts. When I look at these, I think, okay, a large piece of unblemished leather was needed for this shoe. The man wearing this, he obviously cares about style. I make all these quick decisions about this guy without him even opening his mouth. So this does send up a higher signal of power and status because I know how much money he would have had to spend on a pair of shoes like this. If I see a bag like this and I ask the guy about it, oh, this is a 20 or 30-year-old bag my father passed on to me, instantly I'm like, wow, this guy cares about history, he cares about style. So let's say you don't have $500 for a pair of shoes, you don't have an heirloom leather bag that's been passed on to you from your father. Well, how to go? Unique accessories, guys. The great thing about unique accessories is that they show you've done your homework, that you are trying to get something that's going to be a great conversation starter. You're kind of going against the grain. Speaking of grain, Original Grain, gentlemen, the sponsor of this video, and they make amazingly unique watches. I've talked about them before. I'm going to link you to their website down below with a great discount code. The thing I love about Original Grain, we're talking mixing wood with metal. These are unique watches. When people see them, it's a great conversation starter. They all have a unique story for every watch you buy. 10 trees planted. In addition, guys, I'm going to look at these collections. Have you looked at these? The Chrono collection, the Barrel collection, the Classic collection, the Minimalist collection. Now, for me personally, I love the Minimalist collection. I love that 40mm face, the really thin overall build of the watch. It works great for my smaller wrists. But you guys, I would love to hear from you down in the comments. What is your favorite collection? What from Original Grain would you love to actually get sent to you this holiday season? And guys, I think this makes a great gift with that discount code. You guys have seen this company, great reviews. Definitely go check them out. Tip number three to send power signals through clothing is to know the rules and then knowingly break them. Now, guys, this is very different than being clueless. If you're clueless, you don't know the rules and you don't even know that you're breaking them until someone maybe points out, says, hey man, you shouldn't button that lower jacket, or you're going in and you're wearing like skinny ties, skinny suits, and you're kind of a bigger guy and someone pulls you aside, man, you just look like a clown. That is being clueless. That is not a power signal. But let's say you own a hat company or you're a musician and you decide to wear a hat indoors. Well, technically you're breaking a rule, but you know you're breaking this rule, but the signal that you want to send is, hey, I am totally comfortable here. I either want to send a message, I want to grab attention, I want to build up my brand. Tip number four to sending power signals with clothing is to leverage The power suit. Okay, so in the United States, over in England, in South Africa, in Australia, I can tell you in many parts of the world, the power suit and its effect on people is real. There's a classic study of a guy in a suit jaywalking. And then they had another guy in a pair of shorts and t-shirt jaywalking. Whenever a man in a power suit would jaywalk, 3 times as many people would break the law and follow this guy. We have just been programmed by society to give a guy in a suit a little bit of extra time. Now, you can easily blow it, but if you're out there in sales, if you are a consultant, if you are meeting with somebody for the first time, understand a power suit is going to give you a leg up. But it doesn't stop at the power suit. It also has to do with uniforms. So if you own a plumbing company, if you own an electric company, understand that, hey, why not have a uniform for your people? Now, we started this off by talking about the power suit, but what exactly is a power suit? So we're talking a solid, dark colored suit in charcoal gray or navy. Black's a little bit too stark of a contrast and should be reserved for black tie. So try to avoid that, but don't go with lighter colors. Those are going to not be as powerful. Now, when it comes to the shirt, you want to go with a very light colored, solid shirt, preferably white. When it comes to neckties, try to go with something that's going to be in the red, a darker hue. Don't go for anything bright. And if you go for maybe a pattern, make sure it's a small repeating pattern. Again, you want to make sure it's got some red in it. Orange, a darker colored orange is going to be okay. Dark blues, navy blues are fine. Greens are going to be fine. Dark greens, again, in darker hues. Don't go for bright colors when it comes to the neckties. But I really like red because it's got this power of persuasion. Now with the pocket square, you can go with a simple white presidential fold. With the shoes, go with a dark color. If you went with a charcoal gray suit, go with black shoes. If you went with a navy, you can go with black or you can go with a dark brown. The next tip for signaling power with your clothing is to focus in on fit. If you've watched a few of my videos, you guys know I emphasize you've got to get everything adjusted to fit you. Know the name of your tailor, take it over there. But guys, this applies to not just suits, but all of your clothing. When I was in the Marine Corps, we had uniforms. And yes, we all wore the same thing. But you could easily tell once you're in for a while what a well squared away Marine looks like and one that honestly doesn't care too much about his appearance. I mean, it was amazing how a well-fitted uniform looked on a Marine versus a non-well-fitted uniform. The same thing applies to you, and it's one of those things a man can be wearing a suit and it looks like a costume because it doesn't even fit him versus a man wearing the same suit but it fits his body. Instantly he sends a signal of power. Custom clothing, I think, is an incredibly powerful signal of power because it shows that, to me, this is the ultimate luxury, that the clothing, the shirts, the jackets, the shoes that you are wearing, it's not just clothing, by the way, it can be custom bags, it can be limited runs. Basically, you are showing that this was made for me or in a limited run and I've got a limited edition. This is really cool. There's a number of things about custom clothing. One, you get it to fit you, so it should fit perfectly, going back to the point we just talked about, but also you get it exactly how you want. You can get unique fabrics, you can get unique things on it like an extra pocket, maybe you can get a really cool bright inner lining. Little details like that, or to me, what make it so unique is this is all about you. And when somebody asks you, oh, that's a great looking jacket, where'd you get it? Or those shoes, they're amazing, where'd you get them? You can say, oh, well, I had them made. And you're telling the truth, but you're sending that signal that you care enough about this, that you have the money to actually get something custom made, which isn't always like that. Actually is kind of deceptive because now there are so many great shirt companies, so many great suit companies that for actually at a pretty affordable price, oftentimes at a lower price than getting designer clothing, you can get custom clothing made for you. All right, gentlemen, now it's your turn. I want to hear from you down in the comments. What points did I miss? What would you have added to this video to make it better? Now, I know I didn't cover body language. I didn't cover eye contact. I didn't cover handshakes. That's going to be for another video. I wanted to focus in on clothing on this particular video. Oh, and don't forget, go check out Original Grain. If you're looking for a unique accessory, a well-made watch that is going to be a great conversation starter. Guys, Original Grain is a great company to go with, and I've got that good discount code for you down in the description, so go check it out. Go use that code and treat yourself to a really nice watch that is going to start the conversation. It's going to allow you to talk to the person next to you, and that's it, guys. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.